Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about my Evo SLs. Um, I've had these for quite a while, probably about 3 or 4 months. I did an update at about 400 kilometres. The outsole obviously was pretty worn, but the shoe itself was still performing pretty well. So this is about 600 Ks. I'll show you the outsole of those there. Probably got a bit worse, slight change. Not so much in the heel, but the forefoot. Obviously, the Conti rubber is pretty much non-existent in most of the forefoot. But surprisingly, also in the upper, it's starting to wear a little bit in a few spots. It's probably pretty hard to see, but there's a couple of spots on the upper which are probably starting to wear. Up here on the Gold Coast, we've had quite a lot of storms. Obviously, everyone knows that cyclone which has been up here, and we've had a fair bit of storm activity in the last few months. And I think with this engineer mesh, it doesn't particularly like the puddles too well. I do run through the puddles quite often. I don't avoid them, so it is what it is. So the upper's probably starting to degrade a little bit. The interesting thing is with the outsole, obviously, to be honest, it hasn't really affected it at all. Even though it appears to be there's no grip, the Light Strike Pro it's a pretty grippy sort of a midsole. So to be honest, the traction is probably still pretty good. As I said, I've used them a lot in the wet lately, and I don't get any slippage at all. So the outsole hasn't really been an issue. As far as the Light Strike Pro goes, as I said, it's about 600 kilometres. It'll be interesting to see when I have another pair. It'll be interesting to see when I use the other pair what pop is diminished. But to be honest, feeling it at this stage, 600 k's in, there's not a lot of difference. I still think they're a fantastic shoe to run in. Definite good speed shoe. And the further that I've actually got at them, the more I've liked them. They're probably one of my all-time favourite speed shoes, to be honest. I've really enjoyed wearing them. I'm going to wear these till they literally fall apart. I suspect now the upper's going, I probably might only get another probably 200 Ks. But to be honest, for 240 Australian dollars, and to get 800 Ks, I think that's a pretty good deal. So if you are looking at purchasing them, you may get issues with the outsole. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just pretty harsh in it, but the midsole just goes and goes. And to be honest, if you can keep your upper probably, and I haven't cleaned mine at all. To be honest, I've not really taken too much care of them. If you probably take a bit more care than I do, you'll probably get 1,000+ kilometres. And I think that's the good thing about the midsole on these is that the Light Strike Pro it's very dense and durable. It's got great pop. I've really enjoyed using them. I've predominantly used them for speed sessions. I probably do two, one's out and out speed session, and also probably a threshold, two to three sessions of speed a week. So I've used them for all of them. I'll continue to use them till they literally explode on my feet. I don't think it's going to be the outside. I think it's going to be the upper that's going to go first. But overall, I'm pretty chuffed with them. Obviously, I was a little bit disappointed initially that the outsole was going, but as I said, is because the Light Strike is so durable, it hasn't really affected them at all. So if you are looking at picking up a pair, you know what, as a speed shoe, as a daily, they're probably, for me, they're probably not the best daily. They are a bit aggressive. The rocker's pretty aggressive, so just take that in mind. If you don't like an aggressive rocker, it does play on my calves. After a pretty tough session, my calves blow up a fair bit from them. They generally settle down the next day, but I have had a few times where they've taken a few days to settle down. I think it's just the aggressive nature, and I'm a heel to midfoot striker, so it really pushes you hard onto your toes. It wants to go fast, this shoe. So the 6mm drop and the rocker, it's probably not so much the 6mm drop to me, it's more the rocker, the aggressive nature. And I do find that in the Pro 4s as well, it's pretty aggressive. rocker, but great for running fast. So yeah, look, if you're in the market for a speed shoe, and if you're still umming and ahhing about these, if you've got the spare cash, pick up a pair if you need a new pair of speed shoes, because you won't be disappointed. And I believe there's so many colourways out now. It's great. So yeah, that's probably one of the final updates. I might just do another quick shout out when they're dead completely. I expect that to be another probably couple of 100 Ks. Said I've got 600 out of them now, so I'm pretty happy overall that I've got 600 out of them. So that's it from me. If you like this video, please press the like button, give us a comment, and I'll get back to you, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So that would be great. Thanks. Happy running.